Hello and welcome to the program. This is What's Your Story? My name is Charity Maina. I know you're wondering what's happening. This is a different episode. We are in Surabaya heading to Pati, and I know you may be wondering, where's Catherine Mwangi, my host? She's right here. One of the reasons why Catherine is sleeping is because she slept yesterday at 12 a.m. Doing what? I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask her when she finally wakes up. But you know what? The show must go on. Heading to Pati 6 hours from now, and the most amazing thing is that Mr. Ronnie Imbar made it possible for us not to experience any traffic jam. So we have a police chase car right in front of us. Then we have Mr. Ronnie Imbar ahead of us, and then we're here, and of course a couple of people. It's a full convoy, guys. Whew. Oh my God, so this is one of the stop points because, as I said, the journey is long, and again, the host of the show is still sleeping, but it's amazing. I love the city. It looks good, it looks gorgeous. We have the sea on this side, and it feels a bit humid, but the weather is so good, and the people are so nice. And of course, I cannot go back to the car before I show you the police chase car. Voila! I wish I knew who this is, and in our country, I would be breaking the law if I got into this car, so.
Welcome to the program. This is What's Your Story? I am Catherine Mwangi here in Surabaya, Indonesia. Yes, unbelievably so, the largest country in Southeast Asia. Today, we are going to be having the story of Mr. Ronnie Imbar, who is the President Commissaries of the Unirama Group. But first, we need to know what they do exactly, and we have to take a trip for a view or a tour of their manufacturing plant. So let's go and see what that is about. Do I close my eyes or do I open?
Oh, no, let's do it.
No need to close your eyes.
I close.
Yeah.
No need.
Is it no? Yes.
You can walk only, yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay.
go.
Thank you, Catherine.
Whew, okay. Mr. Ronnie Imbar is the president of Unirama Group, which was established in 1971 as UD Ramayana, a Surabaya-based family business, which then became PT Unirama Duta Niaga in 1999.
Jambo jambo.
Jambo buana.
Jambo buana. Jambo. And then you have to put it your hand for the chlorine. Another chlorine. This is a chlorine for yeah. It's okay. It's
Like that?
yeah.
Then go to the second. Second.
The company deals with manufacturing, processing, and packaging of consumer goods. The main factory is situated in Pati, a town that's 158 miles from Surabaya.
This is the fish product, and then next will be our another chicken.
We visited the factory to establish the manufacturing process of the products they package and distribute.
We have this area is about total 50,000, and there is 80,000 meters are all the facility, including the cold storage.
Unirama Pati factory sits on 5,000 hectares. That's about 124,000 acres of land with a staff count of about 5,000 employees. Chicken, fish, prawns, etc. are processed here and packaged in this factory. This is just one of the factories owned by Unirama. We had a tour at the Surabaya factory, PT Ramaputra, a subsidiary of Unirama Group, which was founded in 2017. The company deals with frozen food processing. They have a variety of product types supported by an experienced team that makes leza, hana rose, and genjos. The brand prides with quality fish and chicken products ready for consumption.
So they deep fried? Yeah, already deep fried.
The ready-to-eat products are healthy and loved by the people of Indonesia and globally because they provide delicious products with unique recipes that meet the nutritional needs and tastes of the consumers. Hana Rose and Lezat products are available in modern and traditional retail throughout the island of Java, Bali, and Lombok. So who runs this conglomerate? What does it take to oversee one of Indonesia's largest FMCG and distribution companies? We meet Mr. Roni Imbar for a double dose of his story as well as the story of Unirama. Welcome to the program. This is What's Your Story here in Surabaya, Indonesia. I am Catherine Mwangi today, having a conversation with the President Commissaries of the Unirama Group, a 50-year-old consumer goods company. He is 20 years old. That's a conversation we had this morning. Mr. Roni Imbar, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Being a 20 years old, I'm quite nervous.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Hi,
right.
Catherine.
Hi.
How are you? Very good morning to you.
Well, good morning.
Now
and
you're in Surabaya.
I know, right? It's
Yeah.
unbelievable to me that I'm here.
It's a long way from Semarang
Yes.
to Surabaya.
So we should say Jumbo and Hakuna
Jumbo,
Matata.
Hakuna Matata, Jumbo Jumbo. That's the only word that I know.
Yes,
of
that's
the
the only
Swahili.
word. Okay, so you know only that one word, but I can assure you before the year is over, you'll be speaking fluent Swahili.
Thank you. I will.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can start maybe next 5 months. We are starting to in Swahili.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we shall actually inform the viewers how that will happen. But first, allow me to proffer my gratitude to you for inviting us here to Indonesia, together with His Excellency Ambassador Heri Saripudin. So thank you so much for the invite.
Welcome.
The welcome has been very warm, and the food has been a lot.
As usual.
As usual. But Charity and I are very, very grateful for the chance
Good,
to even
thank
now
you.
have your story as well. So I'm looking forward to a great conversation.
Yeah.
Let us start with you as president of this conglomerate, Unirama Group. What's the history of this company?
This is the family business. The company was starting with the small shop in Surabaya. It's not far from here. Maybe it's 45 minutes drive.
Okay.
They call it Toko Ramayana. So the company was built by first generations, Ibu Nancy Gondo, with her husband Pak was built from 1967, actually. So if now it's already 55, yeah? 55 years company.
Yes.
From small company up to now, they already have almost 5,000 number of employee. It's a family business.
Yes.
So thanks God that we are already almost 55 years old.
Yes, that's a huge milestone. And at what point did you join the company as president?
I know the family when I'm here as a regional sales manager way back on 1988. I was one of the regional manager from Johnson & Johnson's company. Then I went to the store, meeting Ibu Nancy. Starting then, we are friends up to now. So from then, 1986, we are friends.
Okay.
Then I moved to the company, almost 8 to 9 multinational company working until I'm retired from the business, being 60 years old at the time,
Yes.
2 years ago. I'm retired. Then I'm meeting Ibu Nancy 20 years back when we have some conversation between myself, Ibu Nancy and her husband. And I said one day, maybe I can work to you. And after I'm retired, Ibu Nancy calling me and then said, now the time for you we need to build together the company because company is getting bigger, the employee 5,000.
Yes.
We need someone to handle and taking care of the business.
Yes.
So last year, finally, last year I decided to join the family business.
I see.
So starting last year, then I'm involved with the business.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a conversation you had 20 years ago matured to last year.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. But 20 years ago, we are friends.
Yes.
We have every time that I went to Surabaya, I have stopped over to meeting Ibu and Ibu Shirley. So we are very close actually,
That's
as
good.
being a friends.
That's good to hear. So tell us the Unirama story. First, what does the name Unirama mean?
Unirama came from the Rama. Rama is, we call it Wayang, Sanskrit, from Sanskrit.
Sanskrit.
Yeah. That's a Rama. Then Uni is being a total uni.
Yes.
Yes. So Unirama, and this family, they have their own bank in the past. So Ibu Nancy's parents, they have their own bank. It's called Bank Rama.
Okay.
It's one of the quite big, long time ago bank, but now it's already acquired by someone.
Okay.
So starting then Unirama, they built everything Unirama Duta Niaga, Rama Putra. So they starting build the Rama.
The name Rama is consistent
Rama,
in all their brands. Okay. And what is the business of Unirama? What do you deal with?
They are starting the business as a distribution company. Almost 50 years, they are running a very good as a distribution company. They have a client, almost all the multinational companies like Unilever, Nestle, some of the local conglomerate business, Gillette, Mars, chocolate. I was in Mars, I won't tell you the story.
Yeah.
And almost all the multinational company. I can say that in terms of distribution company, they are the biggest in Java area.
Okay.
They are the biggest.
Okay.
Because they have numbers of, from 5,000 employees, there is almost 1,500 they are salesmen. Go all nation.
Yes.
Yeah,
All the
to selling
nations.
the product.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what is the product that you sell?
That product is Unilever product. Unilever product is Johnson & Johnson, Gillette at the time. They also handling Reckitt Benckiser, Reckitt Coleman, and Unilevers like Walls, ice cream, and all these, some of the local company.
Yes.
They are very succeed to distribute the product.
Yes.
They are being a distributor.
Yes. Okay.
And starting, okay, was built by first generation Ibu Nancy. Until the second generation is coming into their business also. Name is Ibu Shirley. Yeah.
Okay. So yesterday we took a tour at one of the factories, a huge facility, and we saw, the manufacturing of how the product starts from the, the first step all the way to packaging. And could you speak to some of that product and where you distribute it to?
So being a distribution company that was built by the first generation, the second generation came into the business, Shirley. So she thinks that, distribution company is built by my mom. Then I need to also to showing to the family that I need to showing that I'm going to build a new business. Starting 2017, Ibu Shirley, she launched a new product being manufacturers called frozen food business called Leza. You went yesterday in Pati and this is one of our facility to produce Leza frozen business. So it's already 5 years. I can say it's a new kid on the block being a manufacturers, but I think it's gonna be big because of if you see yesterday, front and back end, we are huge facility. We're selling, we produce some chicken, we produce also fish. So I'm hoping the product soon will be coming to Nairobi, Kenya.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that now that you've brought it up. So the plan is to bring the product to Kenya.
Right. Last May, thanks God, facilitated by His Excellencies Mr. Harsaripudin, our Indonesian ambassador, being a host, we make the business matching with all these businessmen from. There is almost 25 the business partner from Kenya was attending the business matching.
Right.
We get the 5 signed memorandum of understanding to bringing in the product come to Kenya. So I'm hoping, I have to pray, the Kenya government can help us to have two ties between Indonesian and Kenya and then bring the product to Kenya. And likewise, I promised to them also, likewise, then we are going to bring, if there is some Kenya product, because as I said to you, then we have 5,000 numbers of people selling the product. Likewise, we can bring selling Kenyan product to Indonesia also. So this is the intention. So back to the question went, I'm hoping we are now preparing all the papers, importation and whatever. So hopefully if we get the blessing from the God and from the governments of Kenya to allow us to bring in the product by September.
Yes.
The product was planned to arrive in Mombasa.
So we shall expect you in September.
Yes. We are, you went to the facility, you went to see the product, you went to see the manufacturers, you know how we make it the product, how we are so clean, we are so, prudent to produce the product.
Yes.
So by doing that, then I'm hoping the governments of the Kenya can allow us to bring the good taste of the product for us. Because, we have a fish variety.
There's quite a lot. There's even sausages, meatballs, nuggets.
And then the taste was so good.
Oh, it's amazing.
Our product, all the Kenyan will be like it.
We love
it.
Then
we love it. Then if that dream comes true, then why not? We open the factories there.
Yes.
It
will create a lot of jobs and help a lot of families.
Yes. It's being a family business.
Yeah.
If you see then, family business, we treat our employee family. Not to mention, all the Kenya is our families also.
Yes.
So that's what we just extend our value. The value of the family business we extend to our
Yeah.
brother in Kenya.
Why was Kenya attractive for you as a destination for export?
There is two things. First thing first, I know the ambassador of Indonesians, His Excellency Mr. Haris Saripudin, and so he's helped me to gather all the business. And second, the potential of Kenya being a hub of the East Africa. Can you imagine East Africa? They have a 300 numbers of population, 300 millions. 300 millions being a hub.
Yeah.
So from Kenya, they go into the East Africa, so all the neighbors. So United Nations is in Nairobi.
Yeah.
It's only 3 United Nations in the world, New York, Geneva, and
Nairobi.
Kenya, Nairobi.
Yeah.
So why not
Why
Kenya?
not? Yeah.
Kenya is, I think, is gonna be come after Nigeria. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So for Unirama, what impact would you say the company has had to the people of Indonesia?
Unirama is being a family business. The owners, the family, treat them is like a family. You know, that is the value that we sell. You know, you can almost all the employee of Unirama, they've been working even up to 40 years.
Wow.
Why they do this? Because coming from their heart, the owners, the first generation and second generation. So this is the value. That's why Ibu Nancy, being owners of Unirama, they provide some residential area for their employee. There's a numbers about 100 housing resident complex. They
Yeah.
give it for them for free.
Yeah. Wow. For free.
Yes.
No rent.
Some of them, to be able, the ownership, they give some like, hey, you have to pay this. You know, because if you give them totally free, they are not the maintenance. They
Yes.
are, so, but this is considering as a free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is, so if people, you can interview some of the employee. People thinks that we are not a number one company in Indonesia to in terms of the facility, in terms of the income. We are not, but maybe we are considered as the best also. Because of the value of the family, being a family business is there.
Yes.
This is the perception of the people or the employee to Unirama.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
What you find though with a lot of family businesses, what I've seen in the past, maybe speaking to the experience in my country, is at times they split because of differences. How has the Unirama family, you know them closely, you've known them for many years, how have they managed to stay as one, pursuing this one goal without splitting over, and the differences will always be there?
The first generations, normally they, as founder, they build. Second, they continue the business. Second generation, they continue and then make it bigger. Sometimes third generations, they close it down. That is a lot of, not only in Kenya, in Indonesia is also.
Okay.
Because of after they married, their brother married, and in some of the interview, there is a two sons in the one company, you cannot. Yeah, two sons shining, you cannot. You two command, you know. So I know. The family, I cannot say is fortunately or unfortunately, the Ibu Nancy has two son and daughter.
Okay.
One adopt, but only one is in the business. Ibu Shirley. Yeah.
Okay, so we will take a very quick commercial break.
Yes.
We will come back for an even greater and deeper conversation. So letting you know, our audience, do not go too far. When we come back,
We want to know the values Mr. Imbara lives by. We want to know what a man of his stature does every single day. We want to know what he wants to be remembered for, a legacy. So we are going to have more like coaching, mentoring conversations. So don't go too far. What's Your Story is back right after this commercial break. Welcome back to the program. It's What's Your Story with me, Catherine Mwangi, having an incredible conversation with the President Commissaries of Unirama Group, Ronnie Imbar. So we have covered so far what Unirama does, its impact in society, and now I just want us to go a little bit deeper into the person that is Mr. Imbar. And before we go there though, your history in the corporate world, you know, when people hear your heavy title, President Commissaries, you didn't wake up and you were president. You started somewhere. So could you draw for us that picture of your background in the world of business?
Yes, thank you. Actually, I'm starting my career starting from the scratch. I used to be a salesman, so it's almost from my 40 years over career, from 9 multinational company. It's almost all the multinational company. I'm start, but the business when I start is starting from the scratch.
Wow.
Yep. I am the person who've always believe that hardworking, trusted is a number one for your career. I was 35 years old as a directors. Yeah, directors in Racket Bank is a company. And I was 38 years old when I'm a general manager of Nabisco of Kraft Food Company. So thanks God, at the time, my career start from scratch, start from salesman and up to that level, I really, really enjoy. And that's why sometimes being directors on the top, I understand my teams. I understand all the people below me. So this is come to my leadership style, becoming my leadership style. I always believe and build my team as a teamwork. I cannot work alone, I cannot, but I always rely on my team, and then I always develop them, treat them, teach them, and together we grow. Yes. I grow myself, and then I grow them too. So this is the one of my philosophy as a business.
I love what you said, that you understand the managers under you because you have been there. You have been in those positions. So it's easy to manage them because you know exactly what happens at every level. I love that. So that's a form of, your leadership style is more mentorship.
Yes.
And you also said that as you grow them, you're also growing.
Yeah.
So in what ways does a man of your stature and a man in your position, how do you ensure that you stay on top of your game? How do you grow?
I'm being a person of result-oriented. I'm a very detailed person. Yes, okay. I'm a very detailed person. All my teams know me. All the instruction is not only I just give them instruction, but I always follow up the instruction. By doing that, the instruction was the instruction was there, and then we are together to running this instruction. Now I just rely on them, and then I ask them what is the result. I always together with them. So what do you call my management style is always being a result oriented because I'm starting as a salesman. But I always also not just rely on them. I always follow up with them, and then together with them, we need to solve all the problems.
Right.
And remember, I always solve any problem without avoid any problem to the team. Any problem I need to solve together.
Right.
No, we cannot avoid that. We have to leave it them the problem. We need to all solve this together.
Yes.
And then we move to the another one.
Yes.
This is my my leadership style. So that's why I've been from 9 multinational company. I almost in this industry, many of my teams now is already becoming a president directors of the multinational company.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is also a very good the very good training for myself, and until today I'm still always learning. Secondly, the management style is learning by doing. You know, I finished my study, and then when I'm already working. I'm not coming from the rich family.
Okay.
I came from the average family, so I need to pay my educational through. I need to work. I work in the evening, and then I go to the school on the daytime. So as I mentioned to you, I'm a person is very from the scratch person,
Right.
so I know.
So you know.
Yeah.
So and you understand every single position. To be
Yes.
in your position now and the positions that you've held over the 9 multinationals that you have worked for, it means that there's nothing that passes you. You see everything.
Almost. I don't want to say that every corner, but it's almost.
Yes.
For the industry.
Yes, for industry. And now that you spoke about family, just take me back there a little bit. So you said that you come from an average family.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up?
So I was 7 of us is a brother and sister.
Okay.
While my dad and my mom is when I'm senior high school, my dad is not working anymore because they was one of the traders. Then finally they bankrupt. So starting then, being the oldest, because I'm the second.
Okay.
I'm the second, as my sister is number 1. Being oldest, I need to responsible to my family. Starting then, I'm working. Even I'm not finished my senior high school yet, I'm already working and then try to find money.
Okay.
For us I really like it. And you know what? When I'm in university, I'm walking from my house to the university is almost 17 kilometers.
And you walk?
To be able to get to arrive in the university. So from that point, I really make me strong.
Yeah.
Make me strong for survive.
Strong-willed.
Yes.
Yes, wow. So when you made your first million, when was it, by the way?
You know, I'm not really exciting with that.
Oh.
Because been a process, you know.
Yes.
From this to this. So nothing changed suddenly. From 0 to hero, no.
No.
I was there, but there is a step. It's like a milestone. So nothing surprised for me. I was a supervisor, then becoming my area sales manager, then becoming regional sales manager, then becoming national sales manager, then becoming a sales director, then becoming sales and marketing directors, then becoming all this way general manager and a president director. So there is a process. Nothing suddenly you move from this level to that level. So I can say that is normal, and as the times goes by, it's kind like this.
Yeah, yeah, it was gradual.
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 Wow, I like that. And I like what you said before. Like, it's not instant. It's
Yep.
not microwave success.
Yes.
There has been process.
Yes.
The one question I love to ask men of your stature is, how do you keep yourself grounded?
How I'm doing it, as I said to you, despite the very difficult life for me, is taught from scratch up to that level. As I mentioned to you, when I study at the university, I'm working under 17. So health is a number one also. I'm also a belief. I'm also believe that because from the religion's point of view, then I believe that you cannot just becoming like this if there is not help from the God. So I always pray, like the Latin saying, ora et labora, right? So we need to working, and then we have to also pray for us to be able to get the succeed, to be able to get the blessing from the God.
Right.
So there is two things that you cannot forget your family. Family, my wife, my family, my kid is always maybe, always, Dad, you need to be, okay, please help my dad, or for him to be able to stay longer on the job, healthy, and then I believe that I get the support from my family.
Yes.
From my family, and then I get also support from no support, I get the blessing from the gods. That is the more important. That's why I'm becoming like this now.
I love that.
Yeah. So not only your strong health and hard working, but don't forget, it's from God is always, you need to get the blessing from the God and your family support to you, for you to be able to make it like this.
Yes.
None of you cannot, I'm not becoming like this now if there is no support from the family, from, of course, get the bless from
God.
the God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And how do you unwind? Do you have time for leisure, happy times? What do you do?
Oh, from 3, that is the funny. I regret myself until today.
Okay.
I have 3 kids, 2 boy and 1 girls. None of them I accompany my wife when she delivering the baby, because I was out for doing upcountry job.
Yeah.
Upcountry meaning selling, and I regret myself. So that's why when I'm get the stable, I'm this one, I always with the family. We went to the leisure, we went to the holiday, we went to the Europe, we went anywhere, just to revenge. Revenge when I'm young, when I'm just chasing my career.
Yeah.
I always chasing my career to becoming like this. So I regret myself. Then my wife is always saying to me, there's from 3 kids that you never accompany at the hospital when I'm delivering the baby. So you always out of the town, you always out the house. You are not that house together with me. So it's a very sad. So when my life is getting better, so I always put my family is number 1. My family is my number 1. I kind of revenge, kind of revenge, and then to release my guilty feeling with them.
To make up for the days you are not there.
Yes,
You're not physically there.
So that's why me, when I'm young, when I'm chasing my career, when I'm just number 1 career, sometimes, and I realized, I cannot be like this. Family is number 1.
So would you then say, for young men who are pursuing their careers like you, ambitious, aggressive, moving from level to level, and they have families, young families. How would you advise them to balance it?
The world is not like now.
Yeah.
While now, transformation of digitalization, you can stay at home with the family and then you walk, and then you can earn more money.
Yeah.
While in the past it's not. No cell phones. No, even everything is you have to go in the field.
Yeah.
You have to go and then you have to go selling. You know, it's totally different.
Totally.
So my advice to them, if you can combine, you need to go balance between your work and your career. But now it's all the facilities there, change world, cell phone, digitalization, computer,
Yeah.
everything, internet. You can stay at home, you can work from home, you can do anything that you can do for you to be able to do the job.
Yeah.
So totally changed. So advice, just utilize this technology for you. And so use the technology to support your family life, working life balance.
I see.
In the past, there is no working life balance between myself and my family.
Yeah.
Now, working life balance, you can stay at home, working from home, doing everything, then you can reach the world in your hand within a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So still on support systems.
Yes.
So your family, you said, is one of them, but you also have peers or men of your stature, friends, support system outside of the family. So my question to you would be, how do you differentiate the ones who are genuine and the ones who are there because they just want something from you?
Yes. During my young, I always, when I chasing my career, all friend is only on walking. I forget, walking, socials walking sometimes, but now, no.
Okay.
Being young, being old, I recall my senior high school friends, because of the WhatsApp is now very close, so you can find anywhere, Facebook and whatever, friends. So I'm doing it now. But while in the past it's not.
No.
I'm like a person who is like a solitaire, so walking on this one. You cannot do these things. I regret myself when I did this, because career is number one. Selling, walking, just walking every day. No social life. On Sunday, I'm not even go out to meeting with the friends. No more.
No.
But now it's changed.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying my life. If Saturday, Sunday, we go and socialize with the friends, with the old friends. So some things that I forget in the past, now I have to starting again. So my advice to the people also, my time is totally different. You need to work for you to be able to feeding yourself. But now, world in your hand. You can reach any time the world from your house. So that's why you need to build. Even you go with your friends, you can still do the job because the facility is there. Phone, cell phone, internet, and whatever. So it's totally different.
And how do you stay inspired and motivated? I mean, obviously a man in your position has gone through challenges. Some things have failed, some things haven't worked out, some things you have had maybe to give up on, some things. So how have you been able to float above the dark days?
Yes, being a human, sometimes you feel like loneliness. As you mentioned, a dark day. Sometimes I feel like this. Sometimes I feel, what I'm doing now? I get everything now. What I'm doing? So then, as I mentioned, you remember there is a Abraham Maslow hierarchy. I'm starting also to provide the boarding school. I'm in my hometown. That's what we call is pesantren. So people, for those who's they don't have money to go to the school. So there's 70 of them. So I'm trying to study. We're very small, but at least with all the friends, we are starting to provide the boarding school and feeding them, and then give them a food for them to be able to survive. That is my social responsibility to the my community. That is part of the social responsibility. So I'm doing it now. Being old, then we need to see, you cannot be like this. There is a life after you die. Then you need to provide yourself. That was the intention. Which is in the past. Then I just look at everything's career. Now it's totally changed.
Oh, I love that. So much wisdom.
Yeah.
As we say goodbye, sir, what would you like to be remembered for?
I would like to becoming a person that who build the team, build the talent, build the people for them to be able to becoming a good managers and then run the business, and of course becoming the leaders of their family. So I always like to train people. I always like to train people. I always like to develop people. I always like to give them opportunity for them to, they always remember. So I can leave behind my legacy. My legacy being a Roni Imbar, being a good and training people and then develop people for them for the future leaders. Like I'm doing it now for the family, the son of the family, to future leaders of the Unirama. I'm doing it now. That's my job.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So this conversation will have to take a pause now. But you and I are not done. So people will still see a lot more of you in subsequent episodes, because I have a lot more to ask. It's not every day I meet a man of your stature, and there's a lot I need to milk from you in subsequent days. But for
hopefully
today,
I still have enough.
But for today's episode, we have to say goodbye. But I thank you so much for giving us the time today. And I'm looking forward to our future conversations for next week and the week after. But for today, we say goodbye. And
thank you very much. We are not saying goodbye, but we are going to see you when I see you.
See you soon. See you when I see you. I like that better.
See you when I see you.
See you when I see you.
Thank you very much, Catherine. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And to you watching, thank you for watching. This has been such an inspiring conversation. Like we have promised, it ain't over till it's over. So you can be sure for the next couple of weeks, we shall be having Mr. Imbar impart more wisdom and knowledge to us who are, trying to come up the ladder, hopefully to his position and beyond. So thanks again for watching. The show is up on YouTube right after this, and a repeat this coming Tuesday at 10 p.m. Kwaheri from Surabaya, Indonesia.